with the seam. Shaheed breaks through. Still going. A flag flies. Shaheed's going to take it all the way.
The result of the play is a touchdown. On the play, personal foul.
Second kickoff return of the year, and a punt return too for the Seahawks. My goodness, opening kickoff. Purdy going to throw it on first down. Can't find him, gets clocked. Ball is loose, and it's picked up by Purdy near side, Jennings bobbles, but then reconnects and catches. Only a couple yards there.
McCaffrey's in there so much, and he's been so effective.
Third down, Purdy racing around, looking deep, and then fires, and it's good for a... Here's McCaffrey on the ground up the middle. It's a pretty strong run by McCaffrey now as he's inside the 45.
Fast as any defenses I've seen in a very long time.
It's Brian Robinson who gets the pitch outside, and Robinson is going to be close. McCaffrey up the middle, in trouble and swarmed. Nowhere to go. Murphy was there, a couple of other... 4th and 1. Purdy, time, looking, throwing, and we get a whistle. What in the world happened? 4th and 1. Juszczyk going to run a little option, and that's not going to work. Seahawks get a stop, and they take over.
By Clint Kubiak and Darnold.
4-man rush. Darnold with time, lets it rip, and it's short and incomplete. Trying to get it to Jackson. Here is Zach Charbonnet, gets his first touch outside, sprinting through. Charbonnet with a first down and a big run against the Niners 2 weeks ago in that Week 18 battle. Trying to do it again. The good ground game, Charbonnet juking his way down to the on second down. Darnold looking the other way, lets it rip, good throw. Cooper Kupp makes the catch, and you hear the Coop chants, the longtime Ram with a barnyard push. He's done this a bunch, and he succeeded a bunch. That'll be good.
They're the 8th overall offense and the 3rd scoring defense in the league.
Walker on a stretch play to the outside, gets there, and then Bernardo Green came up from the secondary.
By getting the linebackers step up, they just displace them going sideways so often.
Play action here. Darnold fires. It's Kupp who makes the catch. 3rd and 1 in the gun. It is Charbonnet. Who gets smoked? Wow! That was D. Winters who came flying. Myers up and through. So a great start for the Seahawks. Kick return touchdown from Shaheed. There's McCaffrey on the ground. Up across the 30 there. They're going to pick up maybe 3.
Now it's got to be Pearsall Robinson.
Over the middle there. Good throw and catch. It's Todd who lost the football. It's picked up by Julian Love. Darnold. Pressure. All the way. He is sacked for a big loss by Malik Mustafa, the safety. So they got to get creative like that. Now Darnold backed up, throws one deep, has a man, and it's Cooper Kupp right at the sticks. He gets him right. Darnold, pressure, sets up an incomplete pass. No one there. Second down for Darnold. Pressure from the outside, steps up and throws one deep, and there's a collision and a flip.
They need a big gut check ASAP.
Feels like they're trying to survive right now as Walker up the gut, and he gets Stonewall at the 5, maybe just inside. Second and goal. Fake. Darnold looking, firing, end zone. It is caught! Extra point is up, and it is good. It has been a storm in Seattle for the 49ers. Purdy, pressure, they set up a screen. McCaffrey's got a good block, and a good move from McCaffrey. He's got a first. McCaffrey, and not much there. We just saw Purdy trying to play, change the play. Second and long, blitz is coming. Purdy underneath has a completion, and McCaffrey is tackled immediately by Devin with 4-man rush. Purdy, pressure, steps away, being chased, throws it back. He's got a man open, and is caught by Tonjes.
Great play for his team there to get a first down.
There's McCaffrey, gets the pitch up the middle, not much. This defense
stopped the run with those big guys inside. Very suffocating for an offense.
There's McCaffrey on the catch. Good shake and move for McCaffrey. There's Purdy. He has time. Looking deep, throwing that way. It's high and incomplete. He had Jennings there, but could not. Purdy floats it incomplete. Just has some pressure in his face. Who did he have?
I'm glad I'm up here with you. That's what I'm very happy about.
3rd and long. Purdy looking, throwing. McCaffrey's got a way to go, and he's taken. And this kick is up and perfect. He's had a great year for the Niners. So, San Francisco
Defense.
Here's Donald back on offense. Get the run game with Charbonnet outside and gets hit after a 2-yard gain. Donald back, sets it up to Walker. Nice move. Kenneth Walker. Boy, that looked like it was going nowhere. On the fake, Donald has some time. Lets it rip. Going deep, and it's incomplete. He tried to hit another one to do it for Seattle. High, booming punt. Look at this. Angle down at the 5. And now trying to get that offense going with McCaffrey trying to do it.
Season limiting points.
Stay with the run. McCaffrey fighting forward, and that's a good effort. He's got a first down where he runs. 4-man rush. He's got time. Just has nobody open. Look, now fires back across the other side of the field again. It's time first half. Already on the fake. Lost one deep. It's caught in stride. Tonjes again. Yeah, the thing about Tonjes, he had not had an NFL catch in his career in week 1. And then Kittle got hurt. He had the game-winning touchdown. McCaffrey gets a couple of yards. A couple of division rivals, too. Purdy gets it out to McCaffrey. He's open outside. And McCaffrey surges forward for... Timeout call. Kyle Shanahan will call. Go for that. See how they approach it. Robinson, little trick play. Back to Purdy. Flea flicker. Looking. Goes back to DeMarcus Robinson now. And Flea defense.
Try to create some magic if you can.
Yeah, they scored on one last week. Here's McCaffrey. Run game. It's amazing. They were averaging 2 points. So it's 3rd and 6. Purdy. Time. Zips in. It is Pearsall diving. Did he hang on? Pinheiro drills it right down the middle, and it is long enough and good. Right underneath and rolls on out, and Seahawks will be backed up as we go downstairs to Tom.
For the original
week, they hope if they survive this week that he can go next week. And obviously a lot to do before that as Walker has the carry.
And just all about his teammates, not himself, and that's why they love him.
Here's Walker trying to stretch to the outside. Breaks a couple tackles and then gets belted there up at about the 20. Pitch it to him. Looks for a seam, and he is hit short. There's a penalty flag that flew in from on a fake. Here's Shaheed on the end around. He can fly. We've seen it already. Couple blocks. Shaheed cuts back inside the 40. Seahawks on the move here. 2 minutes left. Donald on the run. They hit outside. D. Winters has been hit. 2nd down for Donald. Time works over the middle. A little too far as he led Shaheed there. 49ers drop out of the blitz. Oh, it's caught. Oh, man. Weave that in there somehow. 3rd and long conversion. Here is Walker sprinting through the hole. Kenneth Walker down to the 10. Just short of the first down. So 2nd and a half to go. Walker right up the gut. 1st and goal now with 36 seconds to go. Here's Walker. Cuts back. Kenneth Walker is in. Touchdown Seahawks.
If you're a little undisciplined on the backside of those plays, that's what happens.
Yeah, that's a pretty good answer. 80-yard drive, and the Seahawks.
Bobo coming up big when they need it. Total control for the Seahawks right now.
Now it's Robinson, and he gets jacked at the 30.
The end zone and create much pressure on the Seahawks defense.
There's Purdy. 1 timeout at his disposal. In some trouble. Over the middle, incomplete. Purdy steps away, looking to take off and run. Purdy sprints through and got Purdy all the way up across the 45. So McCaffrey grimacing on the sideline. He's not in there right now. And now the Seahawks call a timeout, so they will call their final timeout. So
catch on a Hail Mary.
4-man rush. Purdy, got to get rid of it. Backpedal throws, and it is. Is it intercepted? How about that now? Purdy just stands back and launch a Hail Mary. Going deep down the field. It is up there, and it is incomplete. Boy, it hung. Here's Robinson on the return. And he's hit up across the 27. As we go downstairs to Aaron.
Play at a time. Let's worry about our style of ball.
Yeah, great use of the word "irk" in that report. I love that. Here's Brian Robinson. Flag flies. And as Tom mentioned, no Christian McCaffrey on that opening play. And now let's see what the pen.
McCaffrey's on the sideline. Juszczyk's going to have to stop. Pearsall, Jawan Jennings. One play at a time.
Purdy looking for one of those guys. Just nobody open. Now just throws it away. There's nothing there. Third and long for Purdy. Pressure in his face. Slides away, in trouble, lets it rip high. Caught to Jennings. What a play from Brock Purdy. James is in the backfield. He played 3 snaps the entire year. They fake it to him. Pressure right in Purdy's face. Running away. In trouble. Now just going to throw it away, and he gets shoved to the ground hard that time by big old Leonard Wood. Big trouble. They're going to give it to James, and he's got a nice little hole. Has a good run. How about that? Down to the Seattle 45-yard line. 3rd and 3. They get Robinson the ball up the middle, and there's just absolutely zero there. You just can't run on Seattle. They're too good in the middle. 4th and 2. Purdy in trouble and sacked. Leonard Williams and the Seahawks take over. Possible. Most sacks of any defensive tackle the last 2 years, and he got another one there. And the Seahawks take over with Walker to the outside to the left, which has been a calling card for him tonight. And another good run. He's got 8 more yards with the knee injury, as Aaron told you about. Looks to be Walker's show right now. Darnold rips one, and it's caught. It's Cooper Kupp. He's had a nice game.
He's really mentored him. He's just terrific receiver room. Nobody's selfish in that room. They do so many things.
Walker sprinting through right side. Boy, every chance is a home run opportunity for him.
For any player in the NFL, then, to have a veteran player who knows what to do, that you just get to watch every day and practice his professionalism.
Here is Walker. And Walker surges forward. Should be a first play. Rough. Feels like it. Darnold. The throw. Pressure, and he gets drilled and dropped. C.J. West, the rookie. Remember we told you he had that injury late in practice. Didn't throw a ball until today. Stayed relatively clean. Second sack for the Niners. Walker stutter step. Winters chasing him.
State.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry, K9.
Pressure on Darnold. Gets rid of it. Pass underneath. Jackson Smith and Jacobs got it. And surges his way down to the 6. Going to be a little shy of the first down. What's crazy. Edge. Here's Myers. 24-yarder. Easy for him. Up and good. Seahawks add to their lead. It's up 27-6 midway through this third quarter. Robinson. Tom, this defense is number 1 for a reason. You said they do everything well, and boy, they...
How well taught they are, but also the caliber player, and John Schneider deserves a ton of credit for what he's done with this team.
Purdy in trouble. McCaffrey back in there, slings it to Juszczyk, who makes a nice adjustment and catch, and he's got a first down. Well, good drive starter by the Niners. Meanwhile, McCaffrey, but it's a 21-point Seahawk lead. 6:21 to go in the third. Purdy. That's time. A lot of it. There's just nobody open. Now underneath he goes, and that's intercepted! Ernest Jones has his 6th of the year. A great job.
Yeah, filled a great void, KB, just in terms of his tackling, his playmaking, his physicality, his kind of a quarterback of the defense. Give him a ton of credit for this #1 ranked Seahawks defense.
Here is Darnold on the play action. Jackson Smith and Jigba makes his 3rd catch. Let's go back to this play by Ernest Jones.
And the Seahawks are telling him how good of a job they've done tonight, and the Niners really don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Here's Kenneth Walker. Stutter step, and then not much there as he gets decked. New left tackle for the Seahawks is in, by the way. Amari Knight, the rookie. And it's interesting, right? Because
I still like the idea of run play action as much as you can. Play on these 50-50 run pass downs that they've done a great job of all season.
3rd and 5. Darnold throws one wide open. He's got Walker who makes an acrobatic catch and a first down. Why not?
Yeah, this is a little pick.
Good receiver, but they've got so many other options. Doesn't always get to him. It has tonight in a lot of different ways. And his first down. Shaheed's in the backfield this time. And they're going to give it to Rashid Shaheed. Tries to get to the edge, but that time he's corralled by D. Winters, who's been pretty active tonight. It's another nice play from him. Led the team in tackles this year. Second and long. Here's Darnold. Coming near side. Cooper Kupp makes a catch. First down. And Kupp taken down at the 15. Fifth catch of the night for Cooper Kupp.
Oh, man, way too easy there. That is
56 with a buck 15 to go. They clock at 1, and now we get a timeout. I think Seattle, Mike McDonald called it because they might not have gotten that one out. Noise versus tonight. Seahawks home crowd. On first down, Kenneth Walker again to the left. Sprinting through. Walker's got another. Touchdown, Seattle.
the acceleration to get to the end zone. They are firing on all cylinders tonight, KB.
Oh, yeah. This booth was shaking. The stadium was shaking. You know, we had a little John concert at halftime. Turned down for what? Receiving, and it is all Hawks. 34-6 late in this third quarter. Here's Sky Moore on the return. Moore tripped up across the 30, out to the 31. Tonight's Next Gen Stats powered by AWS.
Underneath, that forces you to execute a high volume of plays. There's no explosive plays, and they make plenty of negative plays on you.
Here's McCaffrey. There's another one of those negative plays. I mean, it's really unbelievable.
Again, that's a fair fight in the run game. The ball never even gets to the second level, KB. It's just absurd run defense, and it complements their pass defense perfectly.
More pressure on Purdy. He rolls around, just going to take off and run. And he's going to pick up some positive yardage out about the 36 or 37-yard line, but it'll bring up third down. Third and 3. Four-man rush. Purdy far side. It is dropped. Jawan Jennings had it right in his hands. And I think Rick Woolen may have gotten a little hand in there, but either way. And Seattle will call a timeout.
Stop it. I can't wait to watch that game tomorrow.
Fourth down. It's Purdy. Pressure in his face again. Emanwari gets away. Purdy running for his life. Chased out. Throws as far as he can take it, and it's knocked down. Incomplete. Not sure if they're going to say that he stepped out of bounds way back where, and I think that is good.
But there's just nothing going there for this San Francisco offense.
I'd say he ran for 340 yards. In fact, that is crazy. Here's Walker. What a game for him. Breaks another tackle. Another first down for Kenneth Walker. The final seconds of this third is working out pretty well because the Seahawks head to the fourth quarter. Dominating fashion in NFC Championship game in their sights. 34-6. Especially coming off that oblique injury, which scared every Seahawks fan. Back to Walker now, sprinting through the hole, breaking another tackle. Down to 15, pushing the pile, still going. Come on! First and goal.
Oh my goodness. In the run game, and again, a little undermanned defense it's been. We've already referenced that, but I just give so much credit to the Seahawks team, how they came out and played tonight.
Walker sees a high rush over him at 107, but now he's going to lose a couple of those as he goes backwards. And flipped the entire roster in 3 years, and here they are as the 1 seed. Really amazing job. Run again with Walker. Stutter step. Puts his shoulder down. It's just fun to watch for him now. He is feeling it. Ran right over Malik Mustafa. Walker looking for the trifecta. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Like water on a rock, and after that, after you just kind of beat the other team down, they lose a little hope, they lose a little energy, and then these kind of standout stars, that's what they end up turning into. They like destroyed Sam, rolling to his left, finding JSN in the back of the end zone. It's just all worked. It looked pretty easy tonight, and I know it's not easy. It just speaks to the caliber that Seattle's playing tonight.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Meanwhile, that last
through him, he is a warrior. It's hard to see him hurting, but that's the kind of guy he is. He wants to be out there fighting with his teammates.
3rd and 1, a quarterback sneak, and Purdy is going to pick it up.
It's just kind of remarkable too, KB, what this night. So many things the right way. To get to this point is nothing short of a miracle.
Purdy's going to run for some more yards wide on and dive forward. Look, there's no doubt. I think it's amazing when you consider the NFC West. 3 teams, coming into this weekend, all left in this round. They have 3 teams with at least 12 wins. And okay, this is the best game of the year. Pretty good time to play it.
Yeah, this is a coming out party, KB. This is for the whole league, for everyone around the country to see this Seahawks team is for real.
This is James out of the backfield. As we go downstairs to Aaron, what's that sideline like right now?
They're being brought here by John Schneider. After they beat the 49ers in Week 18, they were thanking Schneider. Thanks so much for bringing us here.
Yeah, it certainly worked. Purdy running again, tucks away, and just stumbles out. He's going to have some tired legs after this game, I'll tell you that. And there is Leonard Williams, as Aaron talked about.
Going against this defense, I thought he's hung in there extremely well. Made a lot of accurate throws, doing everything he can to kind of will his team down the field.
In trouble, sacked, ball is out, Seattle has it. I hung on, let me tell you, it is slippery, man. It's hard. It's hard to do. Here is Velus Jones who gets a carry as Drew Lock is in the game.
Edge, you want to run behind them. Stars are ones that just want the glory position. They want the fantasy points. This team is made up of a bunch of unselfish guys, and maybe one day they'll be champions here.
Here is Jones. Some of the backups get opportunities now, and I think, too, for Seattle, consider
he has not been good this year is giving the ball away. And tonight he's been stingy. He is not giving it away, which is what he's going to need to do next week as well.
3rd and 7. Jones will get it again, and not much there. And the punting situation is going to come your way as Eric Kendricks in on the stop.
He makes pretty good decisions out there. They got to basically have to keep him in the pocket, see if they can make him misread some coverage and throw some picks next week.
It's going to be a tough ask, no doubt. On the return, it's Sky Moore. And Moore gets stacked up immediately that time. Nehemiah Pritchett down there on that one. Be back in Seattle, which I'm excited for.
It's pretty good knowing as a broadcaster that you're going to be in the championship game every year.
You kind of did it right as a player getting to those games too, I think. Mac Jones in there. They get the backups in for the 49ers as Jordan James gets a carry. Jones played really well this year when Brock Purdy was hurt. I mean, really. And Kittle, it'll be interesting now what's the next step for them. Jones over the middle, and that one is knocked away. Rick Woolen in there for Seattle.
Yeah, I think obviously staying healthy is a big part of it, and they've struggled at times with staying healthy for whatever reason.
3rd and 5 for Mac Jones. He's running around, thinking about taking off. Jones is going to do it. Throws his shoulder. He makes the play. You love to see it.
Oh, he's got a little juice. And even, this Niners team, when they've been, maybe they can find someone to spell some of the load at Christian. I just don't think you can go 80% of play time at halfback over the course of these weeks and not feel like you get to the end a little worn down.
No doubt. Over the middle, it's Jones, and he's got a short completion there to Robinson. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's almost Patrick Mahomes-ish in the Super Bowl that I played against him. Yeah. Running for dear life. Our D-line was just tracking him down the whole day. I just kept looking at the sideline. How is he just not exhausted by the end of the day? And Brock's going to be that.
Seahawks chance going on. These folks haven't sat down in a long, long time. Here's Jones. Lofting one deep. Has to Juwan Jennings, and just missed it. To the near sideline. And it'll be a 4th down and 6. This is the 49ers' first punt of the game.
Really?
You wouldn't think it's 41-6, but they've gotten stopped on 4th down. They've turned it over, so yeah. Morstead gets his hand in the action. Good high kick. Fair catch called for there by Shaheed.
Future at home, but the fact that I'm up here with you and our crew at Fox, this has been truly a highlight of every week of my life. This is my post-career playing. Couldn't be any better hanging with you, partner.
That's the best. Love the time of year as well, as Jones going to get it. So let me ask you, you played here amazingly enough in your illustrious career only one time. Crazy. And now coming into that game, and they were talking smack, we were talking smack, it ended up being a
great game. Russ was his rookie year, and I came out of that game having a tremendous amount of respect for this organization, their fan base, and what they commit every week to winning.
Yeah. Kind of feels the same way. And, you know,
let me say that. I was on the winning end of that, and I saw Marshawn, actually, who I love. I saw him on FaceTime. Someone was had a FaceTime on him on the field, and I got a chance to say hi. Not that I could hear much with the, 65,000 fans screaming, but good to see his, that big smile of his.
Yeah, it's that was fun watching you FaceTime Marshawn Lynch on the field.
For the football.
Look at this, the punters are now involved. It's like they want to have a stat line in this game. Here's Sky Moore. Going to get to the edge, and it's just not there. Seahawks with their team speed evident again. Tyrese Knight with the tackle with one